Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm brought by another Awaken Chaos Era content creator. J Gigs, how are you doing today?
I'm pretty good, man. What's going on?
Well, I'm going pretty good. We're going to talk about free-to-play today because I have a level 6 free-to-play, you can see above me here, and I just started my new...
No Natalia.
No Natalia. You like that? You like that name? So
I'm in that boat too.
Yeah, no Natalia. The reason is we started this over. I deleted my account, my other free-to-play account, started over because the game is a little bit different nowadays than it used to be, and I figured it'd be a good time to start fresh. So we started that fresh in the last video. But today, because we've been talking about free-to-play lately, what we're going to be doing is talking about I don't want to say the very 5 best, but 5 of what we think might be potentially some of the best free-to-play heroes that you can get your hands on, ones that are fairly accessible, that you're basically going to get for the most people. I'm going to use my free summon real quick, while on top of it being just good heroes regardless. Like, you think I get legendary? I don't even think I get epic.
Come on. One of these days. I'm excited for the free summon to be a Lego one day.
You know what? I got another shot right now. What do you think? This is going to be it right here. You ready? This is the one. This is on a free-to-play, too. You realize if I pull a legendary right here... All right. Maybe I'll get Mary or something. Maybe I'll get Mary. Let's see here. Another Vilar is the second one of them. Okay, so let's get into the video today. I want to start with some of the heroes you can get for free right off the bat. Connor, you get, as you can see, I'm only level 6. I literally just started the game. I'm on my adventure 4-6 in the campaign, okay? Literally just started, but I've got Connor. You get him fairly early, and I think Connor is one of those heroes that is completely viable to use as free to play for longer than you would probably expect. You agree with that take?
I do. He's pretty dope. He's got a really solid support kit. It's interesting that he scales off of attack. So I wonder if maybe he's a struggle to keep alive, but I don't feel like I've had problems with him so far.
You know, you would think he would be a struggle to keep alive, but he does have B-tier health, so he's somewhat tanky for an elite. The other thing is grants all team members attack up and his shield with strength that increased based upon this character's attack, right? So he's going to be shielding himself based upon his own attack, so he's going to be a little bit tanky because of that. And if you look at his ultimate here, the heal scales with attack as well. So he has B-tier attack, or B-tier attack, B-tier health, B-tier speed. So the things that matter for him, his tankiness, his damage, and his speed, they're all like okay for an elite, which I normally C tier can be pretty common for some elites. So B tier stats aren't too bad. And then him being scaled with attack means you can kind of build him a little bit of damage and still get a little bit of tankiness. And this actually heals a significant amount. Do you use Connor though?
I do. That heal is beefy for sure.
It is. It's a big.
And it's annoying when it's used against me. Sometimes it gets like in arena, I'll be in a fight and he'll heal up. Those 3 bursts, it hurts watching them happen.
Yeah, and he's a fire, so he's going to go very well with the other fire-based heroes if you're working on, like, I don't know, an Ash team or something like that, right? Now, I want to talk about another hero here, which is a hero that you can get for free in the game. It's going to take me, of course, a moment to find. I always forget which of these heroes is in which one of these, but it's this one. It's Santis. I think Santis is kind of an obvious pick. Some of the others might not be quite so obvious, but this one here is an obvious pick for free-to-play viability, primarily because the basic attack is a poison, and the passive makes it a chance of 2 poisons, right? Or when you have him ascended, it's
poison machine for sure.
Right, and then you remove the ability to even use these other ones. You just remove her alt in the A2, and you just have her smack poisons over and over and over again, and she becomes the poison god. One of the highest viewed videos I have on my channel is called, like, This One Team Beats Everything, which is basically Santis plus Ganglio plus whatever you have available, right, will end up being the best team pretty much available. So having Santis, I think, is a pretty, as a free-to-play viable hero, is pretty generous. And if you're wondering why I think it's free to play viable, it is because if you go in the altar and you go to the hero synthesis, you can actually create this hero.
Yeah, easily too. It's not I like that the fusions in this game are pretty obtainable, unlike, some other random gotchas.
Just to name a few, just some other random ones. And these heroes are elites, right? So because if you're a free-to-play person and you just want to get elites, so that way you can use the fusion, all you have to do is go your summon and use even the normal shards you can get just from playing the game and farming, and you can get elites straight out of these as well. But there's another hero you can get out of just spamming these, and see if I'll get lucky here for the video. There is a common hero. Now, do you know which common hero I'm going to say, J Gigs?
I think I might have heard about him the other day.
Yeah, there is a hero in this game that is potentially a William replacement. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you now because I'm not getting lucky enough to see him. He is in Where is it? The ice ones, I believe it is. It's the Titan Icelands. Scroll down here. Check out this wolf, okay? Common wolf, look at the A2. Grants counterattack to all team members on a 3-turn cooldown, and you don't even need to book it, right?
You need a legendary in raid for that.
You do. You need a legendary hero in Raid Shadow Legends in order to get that, and then you have to spend $300 to get the books to get it. However, this hero, right off the bat, you'll be able to ascend it because it is just a crappy normal common, right? I mean, who cares? It's just a common. You can take it to 5-star just for the counter attack effect. No problem. And in basics, kind of, it is what it is. 100% damage to an enemy, which isn't bad, admittedly. 100% damage on a basic, 50% chance to affect bleed. So you get something else even. You get a little bit of a bleed too. And the cool thing is, this is a water-based hero. So you can get a counterattack for things like Ash, even Queen, for instance, can be all right. And then you compare that counterattack with some of the poison-based heroes that we were talking about, like Santis. And it actually works quite well. This has been proven by...
I'm going to have to get one. I'm going to have to build one on my account, I think.
Yeah, I'm waiting to pull one. It's a common. I still haven't pulled this common somehow on the free-to-play, but I've only opened just a few shards, so we will get there. Do you have any other heroes you want to suggest? You got one for me?
Let's see. Who have we done so far? We've done Connor, Santis,
and
Ice Wolf.
And Ice Wolf, my friend. We need at least 2 more good ones here to mention to the people. While you're thinking of I'll tell you what, you think of the 5th and final one, and I'm going to mention Zatlux.
Okay.
Zatlux is a hero that is going to be used for farming. So this is... it's the Wombo Combo hero. So if you want to know how his kit works, basically, I'm going to paraphrase it instead of just breaking it down and saying, reading the kit word for word. Essentially, how Zatlux works, as I struggle to find him again in this thing, dude, I never know which of these guys, wait for it. You were still waiting. There it is. Dragon Scale Mars was, of course, it's the last one. So the cool thing about him is he does like this Goomba Stomp effect, where basically you do damage to an enemy. The fewer enemies remain, the higher damage bonus dealt. So obviously, as you go through the enemies, you get stronger and stronger. If this ability kills the target, then you launch a bonus attack against the enemy with the lowest health. So because it targets the lowest health, and because it is repeatable, you can basically clear an entire wave as long as you have enough damage. He also has S tier attack, and then his passive here gives him 30% crit and precision with 10%. So you have 50%, right? So you get some... You get some pretty crazy numbers, and obviously to speed up on the basic, which you basically never use. And upon defeating an enemy, resets all the character's ability cooldowns. And if you have him ascended, when you defeat an enemy, resets all his character's abilities and grants attack up, which even increases his Goomba Stomp ability of like you kill one, you get attack up, you do more damage because there's less enemies remaining, blah, 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 blah. So you get the way he works, and it's probably... Do you think he's the most generous free-to-play hero? Do you think he's the best free-to-play hero?
Yeah, I mean, I think for what he's capable of, and again, he's not that hard to get. I haven't been playing super long on my account, and I've managed to get him and max him already. Well, max his level. I haven't ascended him and stuff, but like he's not that hard to obtain, and he's really, really strong. I don't have great gear on him, and he's putting in a lot of work. You did confirm something I was curious about with his trait. I couldn't remember if he started with 10% bonus crit rate, and then the skill ups put it to 30, or if it's 30. Or if it's 50. If it's 30 plus those 2 10s, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
like, is the skill description reflected? I can't remember.
Oh, you know what? You could actually be calling me out on that. It could be, because I think what people say is you need 70% crit rate on him.
Okay.
I believe, which would stand in line with the plus 30.
I couldn't remember if before I skilled him up, it said 10%. And I was like, well, crap, now I don't know if I need 50 or 70.
Yeah, well, now you got me wondering. And then you also have to remember you got the base crit rate that's here as well. So, you know what? I'm just going to say I don't know, because now I want to say it you get these also, because if we look at the other damage numbers, like 100% plus 10, so did this start at 80? Did this 200% not include this should say 260, right? You would think, but their wording can be a little funky sometimes. So I think it's 30, but who knows?
Do you have anyone you can skill up once and we can see if it changes the description of the skill?
Yeah, actually. I mean, that's not too hard to do. Let's go in and let's pick let's see, ability. Well, not on this account. Actually, I don't. I forgot. I'm on my, wait. Maybe we'll have one here. Nope, I don't. I forgot I'm on the free to play. I don't have abilities yet. It's too early. All right, we'll let someone in the comments. Well, we'll let somebody in the comments solve that one. I'm going to say it does not. I mean, what do you think? You vote it does, and I say it does not, and that way we're right somehow.
I think that the skill description updates with the skill ups.
Okay. Well, there we go.
I think it's 30. That's my guess.
There we go. We did it. We're the experts, and we figured it out. All right, the final one, hero synthesis. Do you have one for me, or else I was going to mention Hakrin?
I think Hakrin's a good way to go. I was thinking him or Zachary, but I feel like Zachary.
Zachary's actually, you know what? Let's talk about Zachary actually, because Hakrin's one I've mentioned before in these videos, and I've been using Zachary on the free to play. Zachary's quite interesting. His trait deals bonus damage or it does damage to all enemies in a bonus attack when either he or a team member defeats an enemy, and the ability may be triggered once per turn for ally kills, but any of number of time for this character's kills. Now, you might think that means on his turn it can go any number of times, but that's not the way it works. It actually works any number of times he kills somebody. So let's say you AoE that 4 people, they're all 10% health. He wasn't able to kill one. He does his AoE. He kills, let's just say, one of them. If he killed the one and the other one lived with 1%, he's going to go again, because he killed the person. Doesn't mean kill him during his turn, which is quite interesting. The damage goes up to 80% damage to all enemies, which is pretty good considering he has B tier attack. He has an AoE here as well. More damage, the fewer enemies, which is kind of a similar to a Zatlux type of deal there as well. 105% damage to an enemy, 50% bonus damage if they have less than 50% max HP. So you can see there's a synergy with him essentially trying to consistently execute people, and he can give himself the basic attack up to which is the normal attack. So all in all, he's actually working way better than I thought he would work. I've got some footage of me using him here in the beginning of the count, and he's kind of like a mini Zatlux almost in the beginning.
Yeah, I've climbed up into gold 2. I sit in gold 2 or gold 3, and I was using him on my arena team for a while. He's cleaned up full teams before for me, because he'll get that one kill, and then he'll do his trait, and he'll kill somebody else, and then he'll do his trait again, and then he'll kill somebody else, and then he kills the last person just by triggering that trait. So he's actually a really fun champ. I pair him with Kira, and so when somebody drops below 50%, she does her thing, and then he comes in behind. If she kills somebody, it's a nice little series of events. So
I could see that being nice. And then maybe you could even throw in like Imogen in there, so that, you know, she goes in with his attack. Because Imogen attacks out of turn anytime someone attacks, which is kind of interesting. I bet you can get some pretty good wombo combos in there. But yeah, I think Zachary's a pretty good mention as the 5th instead of Hakrin. But we'll mention just real quick with Hakrin. We'll talk about him just in case the free-to-play people were wondering about him. And he's under the dwarf ones here. Where is it? Hakrin. There he is. So Hakrin, basically, this is a huge chunk of why people like him. He has 20% win to send in. You're going to want to send him of his defense to everybody else on your team. Well, he has S tier defense. Mm-hmm. So he's splitting quite a bit of defense. And since that's 20% of just this, that's almost 200 defense just right there, right off the bat. The basic attack here, 50% damage to an enemy, reduces the cooldown of his character's ultimate, which is basically what he's all about. 150% damage to an enemy and grants max health up, which gives 15% max health to all team members. And this is unremovable, by the way, so people can't strip this buff. And it goes up to 3 stacks, which is 45% bonus health, and a lot of heroes scale off of their health. So it can
Does that buff expire, or is it just on there for the fight?
It's on there forever. It does not expire.
Wow.
It's ramping, essentially. So it's quite good, which is why people like him. He also has a taunt and damage that scales off of defense based upon his second ability here, which is good and all that. But really, the point of this is you share defense and you share health. So you're just making everyone else on your team tanky. And the game already kind of has a little bit of a tanky meta. So this hero just seems like an obvious slot in.
I just got him, actually, and I've been using him. I was stuck on 7-1 Mythic, and just by getting him up to, I think I even had him at 50, we got through to 7-8. I'm on 7-8 now just because I added him to the team.
So there you go. 6 heroes that are free-to-play friendly. I think that just about wraps it up. We could go on for a while. There's plenty more. But I think the big win out of this, to be honest, before I claim that, I want to talk about that. I think the big win here is this wolf. Go get yourself this common wolf. Yeah. The most free-to-play friendly hero in the game. Counterattack to all team members. Everyone can get this wolf probably day 1 or day 2 of playing the game just by going through the campaign and opening normal shards. Super easy to get. Super good hero. There you go. Jay Giggs, has been a pleasure having you on. Everyone go subscribe to his channel. You got yourself a little bit of a Awaken Chaos Era channel going on there, don't you?
Yeah, we're trying to get plugged into the community here. Play a little catch up.
There you go. Okay, well, good luck. Let us know when you get banned from the Discord, and we will see you on the next episode.